We're live.
Dang. Okay. That was a little too loud for my ears.
Well, I thought you were hard of hearing. You know,
No, you didn't think that.
we're live. It's Friday afternoon. It's still a very nice day out there.
It is amazing outside. Oh my God. It's so good.
And who are you?
The bold one. You know what? I'm changing my name. I'm John Lawson, period. That's it. I'm done dumping the colder ice. I've decided. I've made it clear.
Anyway, that's besides the point because I'm Brent Leary.
No.
And I
no,
never change, folks. I'll
Never
always
besides,
be there for you.
never besides.
Through thick and thin, I will be there to the end.
Good for them.
What first? All right. So what?
What?
You're dumping colder ice?
Yeah, I'm jumping colder ice, man. Starting a whole new company.
Oh, God. What? So what? What?
I'm not ready to say. I'm not ready to say it. Yep, I'm not ready to say. It's on. It's on now.
It's on.
Yeah, it's on.
It's on what?
My company's going to be on. It's going to be live. It's going to be on.
Are you
Duh.
sure it's not going to be popping too?
No, that's you're so
On and popping. Well, you don't want to talk about it. I'm going to be on.
it's you know what I'm saying.
I absolutely do not.
Yeah, you heard me. You heard what I said. I'm going to have a new name anyway.
So what sparked this new name thing?
Actually, no. I'm starting a new company and a new name.
To do what?
I'm not gonna. It's not ready yet. I can't. I can't give you the recipe. I just want you to taste the cake. Okay.
No, that's
So
absolutely
it's
not.
bacon. It's in the oven.
It's bacon.
Yes.
I'd rather have bacon.
What's up?
Anyway, it's another Friday.
Yes, it's beautiful. Oh my
We're waiting for the ex cold one, the ex bold one, to have his minions descend on me and say all sorts of things like how great he is and all that.
Well, we had so many of those this morning.
No, we just had one. It was coming from Monique Johnson Dilworth.
No, I think we had a couple of others
I don't recall
sprinkled
that.
in somewhere in there.
Nah, I don't know about that at all.
I think we had a lot of support today. Thank you, Monique.
You don't notice anything, by the way. I'm just telling you.
What did I miss? What I miss?
I was wearing an all black Ram hoodie outfit with a black cap.
Like I really care about you and your Rams.
And
clothes.
now,
I mean,
got the whites on, the dress whites on to celebrate a Thursday night football victory.
Congratulations.
That's right. Yeah, you mean you guess? We're back, man. Our players are back. We're coming back. We're getting healthy. You don't want to play us. You just
we're gonna
play us,
man.
I ain't even talking about the Falcons. Are you kidding me?
Trash, you guys.
They looked really good last week.
Shut up. Shut up. It's up and down with the Falcons.
Yeah,
I just bought me some tickets for a game. I'm gonna go and hang out.
What game you gonna go to?
Probably the Carolina Panthers game.
Oh, that's an obvious victory for you guys.
Yeah, but it'll be at the right time of the year. And
when is it?
It's in January, so it is not even on the schedule yet. But it's on the schedule, but they don't know what day it's going to be. So,
that's
it's like, it's January, so it's near the end of the season, and of course that'll be one of those hype games because it's.
Oh no, it isn't.
It will. It will.
I'll tell you. See, this is what they do. Let me tell you how this works. They don't put the dates or times on games during like the preseason when they make up the schedule because they don't know if they're going to be good or not. If they're going to be, there's a potential that both teams might be good. They might be fighting for the divisional crown, and we want to make that a feature game.
There won't be a fight.
Make that a feature game. So we already know that's not going to happen.
We're going to lock this baby. We're going to lock this puppy up.
This will be a 1 o'clock special. This is going to be a 1 o'clock. Oh no, Tampa Bay is going to take it. I'm sorry, Tampa Bay is actually, unfortunately for you,
no,
Tampa Bay is actually pretty good.
I'm guaranteeing.
Oh, you heard it here first, folks.
Yeah, I'm guaranteeing this.
So what happens if you don't win?
Then we'll be like the Rams. I mean,
you got two Super Bowl championships?
Then at worst case scenario,
I don't recall that. What year did the Falcons win the Super Bowl again? Never.
Anyway,
you can't be like us.
I am not going to get into this.
Yeah, and right you don't even really want to think about.
I mean, like literally. I mean,
you don't want to think about Super Bowl because the last one I recall the Falcons being in didn't go too well.
Yeah, it went halfway well.
That's why they played 2 halves and an overtime too. Anyway,
I don't want to talk to you anymore. Is this over?
We're rounding third base, man. We're coming up to third base.
We're wrapping this up.
We're coming up to third. You know what? I'm surprised. I'm surprised.
Third base. What is that?
We're coming in the. We're coming close to home plate. November 5th. This is the second to last weekend.
Oh my God. Can we get over this thing, please?
Shout out to my buddy John Reed, aka the Brohammer, chilling in Vegas right now.
Please don't bring up the
Patriots. I don't mind bringing up the Patriots now.
Yeah, right. Yeah, everybody's having fun with that.
You know what? I'm surprised you're actually here, though.
Me?
Yeah.
Oh, why?
I thought you'd be getting your tickets to go to Houston tonight.
I thought about it. The hotels were open, but
did you really check into it? No, you're just playing.
I'm serious. I'm serious. I'm about to go see Beyonce play. So.
You would not do that.
Why wouldn't I do that?
No, you would. Come on. I mean, there's no way you would do that.
Not for one song, but
Is that all she's doing? One song?
She might do a second song, but I mean, she's got the actual song of the,
I know.
I'm sure she's going to do that. I mean, I just got through seeing Bruce the other
day. John is out there getting ready to vote 1,000 times. Well, you know what they say: vote early and vote often. That's if you live in Chicago. That's what I heard. But John, while you're there, we did this our weekly small biz breakdown earlier, and one of the topics was the potential of Google being broken up by the feds. And we asked a whole bunch of people. Well, we asked everybody on the panel if Google got broken up by the feds. Would that be a good thing particularly for small business? Would that be a good thing, or would that be a bad thing? So I know you've got thoughts, John. Just if you even wanted to join us for this, I would. We don't usually have people on with us, but you're the Brohammer, so we would make an exception if you're up for it. But anyway, he's got some comments on. He's got big event news. He went to an event concert. Oh, what? You went to an Earth, Wind, and Fire concert out there? And they still, is Philip Bailey still singing?
Yep, he's still there.
Because last time I heard, his voice wasn't quite.
His voice is still good.
It is? Okay,
yeah.
Okay.
He can still hit the note.
Like the reasons.
He'll hit that note. That's the.
And it sounds good. It sounds good.
He can still do it. I mean, he'll save it up for that part. He'll save it up.
Is that once that note is hit, that's it?
Well, I mean, he used to do this, whole thing with the horn player. He still does that, but he saves the end for that note, so he does a good job.
All right, so this is cool. So, a buddy John Reed is saying he thinks Google being broken up wouldn't be a good thing for. Now, is that what you said? I forget what you said. Did you say wouldn't be a good, or you would be a good?
I said it would be a good.
All right, so let's bring. All right, so John, I want some debate. I want some mono
debate it.
Yes, I want some mono mono. So John, I'm getting ready to send you the LinkedIn. I mean the StreamYard via LinkedIn, so he can hop on.
I'm sure there's good points and bad points on it. I just think it's time.
It's time. You think it's time?
It's time.
All
That
right.
was my jam.
Ya na ya fish.
It's time.
I remember that. I got it. I got the 12-inch in my other room, just to let you know.
Wow.
I still got all my vinyl for the most part. All right, John, I just sent you the link.
It's in pristine condition because you're a shit DJ. But
what the hell, man? Hey, look, I don't ever go to that length when I diss you. I don't ever go to that.
Stop.
Length.
Really?
I don't go to that.
You
length.
dissed me the whole morning, and I just let you go with it. I was letting you.
That's because you got like Monique was like.
Nah, I'm like, I'm gonna get him later. That's okay. I will save it up.
Yeah.
Save it up for today.
Yeah, okay. Well, so we'll wait for the Brohammer to join us because I am really interested to get his take on it. He's more of an enterprise guy, but he also has a lot of great opinions on what happens in the small business world. And I would love to have a, kind of a point counterpoint kind of thing for this Friday afternoon.
Really?
Yeah. But wait a minute, where are your minions? What's going on with the minions?
I don't know, man. Bro. It's been a while.
It's been a while.
It's been a while. It's been a while. I haven't seen a minion in a long time.
So while we're waiting for the Brohammer, what kind of impact do you think all these celebrity kind of
zero
rallies show? It doesn't like change anybody's mind, right?
Zero.
But does it help turn out the vote?
I mean, if you're going to go to that thing, you're going to go vote anyway.
Are you sure? A lot of people just go for the music.
I'm just saying. I mean, if you're going to go and you're going to sit through, 2 hours worth of talk just to see a quick presentation by, Beyonce, I'm guessing you're going to go out and vote, right?
Not necessarily.
Right? Yes,
you might just
vote.
Just might like good music.
I don't know. I remember, these same exact acts darn near for Hillary. It's like,
damn, really?
Yeah. Don't you? I remember Beyonce, Jay-Z,
really?
Bruce Springsteen.
What about Willie Nelson? He's supposed to be there too.
Willie's gonna be there.
Willie's gonna be like 90-year-old Willie is coming out.
Oh wow, that's cool, man.
You know who else is coming out?
Because he kind of.
Wait a minute, I got it.
What'd you say?
Hold on a second. I think, John, you're echoing. I just had to put you on mute. Let's see. I'm gonna take you off mute and see what's up. Hello?
Oh. Yo, I think I got to figure out where I'm hearing you in my browser.
Well, the echo is not gone.
One sec.
We'll bring you back.
In just a sec.
Yeah, just a sec. So, yeah, Willie Nelson's supposed to be involved in this.
Well, he just canceled a few shows recently, so it's good to know he's back on the road.
I mean, he's like 90, ain't he?
Bro, they don't want to stop. They don't ever want to stop. I mean, you think about it. Look, Frankie stops, and 2 months later, he's dead.
So he officially retired, and then a couple of months later,
he was on a farewell tour. After it was over, he said farewell.
Oh, damn.
These guys don't want to stop.
Is it they don't want to stop, or they just don't know how to stop?
I think they don't know how to stop. I mean, you have to be really driven to keep doing what these guys do day in, day out on stage with their music. I think it's part of who they are, and they have to create. For most of them, they're very creative.
Eddie Levert really should be stopping.
Leave Eddie Levert alone. Eddie can sing as long as he wants to. We can sing it for Eddie, just like we did for Frankie. Leave Eddie Levert alone. That's wrong. You're wrong.
I'm not wrong, man.
You're wrong.
I think somebody he trusts needs to come and say, "Look, Eddie, you've been the man for years."
Yeah, Eddie Levert, Ronald Isley.
Oh my God, he sounds bad too.
Oh my God, you are so wrong.
They sound bad. All right,
let's see. They gave us so much for so many years.
They did, and now we need to give them the truth.
Well,
anyway, let's see if Brohammer. How's your audio this time around?
Testing 1, 2, 3. How we doing?
Yeah,
All
that's
right.
much better.
Yeah, no accuracy.
Yeah, that's really weird too. I think StreamYard's funny with that stuff because all I did was put on headsets. Like I didn't. It's not like I have the show running on another browser or something. But who knows? Anyway, we figured it out. Sorry to disrupt the duo chemistry here, you guys.
No, we want to hear. First of all, tell us about this Earth, Wind, and Fire concert you went to.
Oh man, I mean, it's just, it's good to see. It's funny how you're like, man, why are these guys still touring? And then eventually it turns into, holy shit, they're still touring. Much respect. I hope I can do that when I'm their age. You know what I mean? It's funny how that shifts a little bit, And I'm kind of like, man, that's the way I'd want to go out, is on stage.
And they give such a good performance.
Well, that's the thing too, because like it can be a little bittersweet sometimes. Like this is a totally different genre, but the original Iron Maiden singer Paul Di'Anno, he just died, and he was doing club gigs on his in a wheelchair up until like a few days before he died, right?
Okay.
And okay, look, those weren't awesome gigs, let's face it. But you still got to give a little bit of respect to someone who wants to die with their boots on. In the case of Earth, Wind, and Fire, they're still putting on a credible show. Now, I'm not going to sit here and say it's the same as if you had showed up at one of their shows in 1978, people. I mean, look, music, the appeal of popular music does have a sex appeal component, let's face it. It belongs to the young. And so when you see a bunch of older dudes on stage, you don't get that same... there's not women in the front row screaming, and come on.
You mean they're not throwing their underpants?
Hold on. I just came back from Stevie Wonder on Saturday, and the lady in front of me, I think she was about to lose her pants.
Oh no!
I'm seriously, lady, stop. Look, so weird.
Well, of course, like they're in their age demographic, they still have it, so to speak. But all I'm saying is, it's not. Even with like someone like Elvis Presley, by his later years, there wasn't that same girl screaming kind of vibe. And so, but the performance is great, right? And when they, when you get into the end and you get to the final part of the show and you get those recognizable bass lines from Boogie Wonderland in September, it makes you feel like you're a part of something, right? And you were a part of something, and you were a part of something special. And that's a beautiful thing, because you realize, man, I might see these guys 1 or 2 or 3 more times, but not many more times. No. And it really makes you appreciate that moment of like, wow, I was here then, So it was a good moment. And dude, the Brohammer was dancing. I was feeling it. Come on, who can resist the chorus of September? Come on.
This all sounds great. This all sounds great, but I'll tell you what, we don't need to see no bloomers being flung to the stage.
She was going to throw her bloomers.
We don't need no bloomers at this point in time. All right. So, John, earlier today, John Lawson, myself, and a bunch of small business folks, we do a weekly show called Small Business Breakthrough or Breakdown. Small Business Breakdown for small business trends folks. And one of the topics that we kicked around is there's potential legislation floating around about breaking Google up into, multiple business units, maybe a search engine business, maybe, of course, YouTube business, a maps business, just breaking everything down. And part of the reason to break them all down is they wouldn't be able to share the data that each of these things are accumulating about all the different activities that we do. So the question was to the panel, if they were to break Google down into business, similar to what they did with Ma Bell, would that be a net good, positive for small business, or a net negative for small business? Now, John, you said it would be what? You thought it would be a good idea or not a good idea. I forget which one you said. What did you say? John Lawson, what did you say this one? Okay. I forgot. I got 2.
Yeah, I said it was good.
All right, so
I said it was good because it's time.
Good because it's time. All right,
it's time.
You want to expound on that before we get the Brohammer to share his thought?
I don't remember what I said.
Damn, you are old.
I am old.
You're just sick of seeing Google all over the place.
No, it was more about, I think there was 2 things that because we was talking about Ma Bell, and like when they broke that up, look at all the innovations that have come in that industry since that time, and I'm not sure it would have had as much coming out if it was all under one wheelhouse. So I think competition is good. And I really believe Google has crushed several good competitors over the years. And that's
so. Look, I mean, let me build up to the answer whether it's good for small businesses or not. I think it's a really good question. I mean, it's complicated because Google has so many different properties, but I would point out that if you look at each one, there's significant competition now. Like YouTube is under a lot of duress from TikTok, for example. Google Maps has some significant competition, both in terms of the iOS devices, but also Waze, although you could argue Google owns that now, whatever. But the point is, there is some other GPS stuff. And then, in the case of search, there's other competitors. So every place that Google lands does have some competition. It's a little bit tricky because the big AI era is a lot about big dominant companies that control a lot of stuff. And so one of my questions would be, why are we singling Google out? If we're going to do this, let's do this. There's a lot of very big dominant companies right now in their industries. I mean, why aren't we talking about the impact of Amazon on retail, for example?
Let's break that up too.
Well, right. Okay. So if you want to have, I would just demand a little bit of ideological and political consistency here. If we're going to break Google up, then clearly we have to break Amazon up. So all I'm saying is, like, why single out Google in that context? My understanding is that in particular, this particular sort of break up Google thing is looking at search. And I think there are some interesting questions there because small businesses in particular can live or die by the algorithm. And I think it has become a lot tougher on small businesses to get visibility in the context of search. And so I can certainly understand why small businesses would say, I would like some more competition in search. And the fact is that AI has sprung up some interesting search competitors, and we'll see if any of them succeed. And Bing has gained some market share, so we shall see. But I do think that small businesses really have a discoverability problem that's gotten tougher on these platforms. I mean, you guys remember how it used to be in Facebook when you could put your small business stuff on Facebook and people would actually friggin' see it? And now, your page, gets like one view a year when you check the stats. It's like, it's like, why did I spend, a whole week setting up my business page on Facebook? Thanks a lot, Facebook.
Well, I mean, Facebook literally changed the algorithm.
Right. And I think
a cap at 17% at best that your page will reach organically.
Exactly. And so when you look at small businesses, I think that's the big predicament, is that you're trying to contend against these massive players that can shift their algorithms on a dime, and we've seen it on LinkedIn, like even live video streams like this used to reach a whole bunch more of our connections than they do now. Like, LinkedIn made some changes. Now we have to shift our video strategy a little bit. And so, I think that's the real challenge, in my opinion, for small businesses. And I don't think it's just Google specific, but I can understand why a small business might want, some changes in Google's search dominance. And I'd be willing to have that conversation. Where I was kind of coming from when I thought this would be bad for small businesses is more around the suite of products that Google offers around Workplace, because I think that's actually useful for small businesses. It's a good alternative to Microsoft, if you will, because while Google's the dominant player in a lot of these markets, it's not a dominant player in workplace productivity. And it presents, I think, an interesting alternative to the Microsoft stack. And I'm biased there because I can't stand Microsoft 365. So I'm a little biased.
You're not alone here, John.
I'm a little biased towards rooting for Google. Like, every time I have to open Microsoft Word, I'm like, who built this clunky piece of crap software? It's so huge and monstrous, and it loads so slowly, and it's got all these features and menus I don't need. And like, how do I just edit a friggin' document? And so I really like Google Workplace is like a competitor to that. But my understanding is this legislation isn't really about those tools. So then we could have maybe a more focused conversation on search, and maybe it would be good to at least challenge Google's search dominance. And there may be other ways of doing it without breaking up the company, like not allowing Google to be the default search engine on certain phones and devices and cutting deals with other companies to be default. So anyway, It's a really interesting conversation, though.
So let me just jump in. I think it really boils down if you're a small business, what do we small businesses, like ease, affordability, things that make it easy for us to do what we need to do. And on that kind of side, it's kind of nice having companies have a platform that kind of allows that. But on the other side, when your whole business is basically in the hands of somebody's algorithm, and it's like at the drop of a dime, what you used to get all these views, and then all of a sudden the platform makes an algorithmic change, and you all your traffic just goes away. Yep. And you have absolutely zero control over that. So so there's this balance. There's, oh, it's nice and it's affordable and it's easy for us to use, and everything gets done. On the flip side, out of nowhere, they could just rip the rug right from under you with an algorithmic change. So which is easier to deal with? Or maybe I should say, which is easier to overcome? The algorithmic change, or the ease and accessibility of having a single platform that plugs in all things and makes it easy for you to go from search to email to video to search or whatever, versus I got up 10,000 subscribers. I've worked hard. I've got the videos. I understand the algorithm as it is. And then I've got all this traffic, and then that's a Friday, and by Monday they made an algorithmic change, and I'm getting nothing,
and no way to get back,
and no way to get. So what's the harder scenario to deal with as a small business, and then which means, is Google better for me to stay together, or is it better for me to have it broken up and there's competition that doesn't take the rug right under my business, because no one company should be able to do that? I don't know what the answer is to that, but I'm guessing if your business is solely dependent on search, they'd rather have it broken up and have that power distributed across multiple competitors, versus you're just stunk if you get the platform. Everything is riding on that platform for you, and then all of a sudden somebody in there just tweaks something, and that seemingly little tweak completely wipes out your business.
Right. And we hear anecdotes about all the time, right? I mean, you can see all kinds of businesses that lost tons of web traffic from a Google search change overnight, and lost their customer base as a result. And but all I'm saying is, like, Google is just one example. We're at the mercy of these algorithms all the time now, and I think small business owners really need to take a hard look at that, the trade-offs that they're getting from being platformed versus being deplatformed, and to start really looking hard at that. Like Brent, you said, like, oh, I get all this convenience out of the box. Well, guess what? That convenience comes at a huge cost. And it also comes at fully leveraging your data in as many different ways as humanly possible. Check those terms of service agreements carefully, folks. It's funny because when you read sometimes about these AI systems these companies use, and they'll talk about, oh, we see that our users are asking this kind of question. It's like, yeah, they're monitoring your chats. They're looking at that. And a lot of that stuff is turned on by default. And if you don't go in deep into the settings and turn that shit off, that's all of the interactions you're having you're feeding the beast, right? And that's how they keep costs low or give you stuff free. And so I think you have to take a really, really hard look at it. So in my mind, one of the hard things for small businesses is that you have to have some digital literacy around all this stuff, and not, like you said, Brent, not just accept, oh, this is a wonderful, convenient platform, I can do everything I need. It's like, yeah, but
at what cost?
Big old asterisk there.
Big costs.
And to me, it comes down to one ultimate conclusion, which is, if you're a small business, you probably need a digital strategy for most small businesses. And part of that is, how are you going to own more of your own opt-in data that is not dependent on any platform that can deplatform you? How are you going to own it? And if you're going to own it, you're going to have to earn it, right? So you're going to have to earn that opt-in data by doing things that are perceived as valuable to your customers and prospects. And they're going to have to trust you to not abuse that data with dumbass marketing gimmicks and spam and bullshit. You know, so to me, that's the core of the question: is how am I going to earn my own opt-in data and treat it in a good way that builds it and earns trust? And if you can answer those questions as a small business, maybe you're not as at the whims of all these friggin' algorithms all the time, and we don't have to hold our fingers crossed that we finally get some good regulations, which we generally don't.
I think, let's face it, and this, I don't think it's just relegated to small businesses or whoever. Nobody, regular people are not going through those privacy statements with a fine-tooth comb.
They are not.
Those suckers are meant for you not to even think about reading them. Although we should read them. There's no way we're reading those things. And
no, you're right. You're right.
And if you're not reading them, then your chances are you're not doing the things that you just said that would make you less at the whim of all this stuff going on, because most people do not have the skill set to be able to put it all together like you just talked about. That's why they flock to these platforms, because that takes away a lot of the layers of complexity. But the cost is what we just outlined. Is there any way that anybody could even get off? Like when we think about what happened with Ma Bell or even Standard Oil and all those kind of companies, they all got broken down. And I think, John, you made the point earlier during the first show, is that a lot of the innovation might not have been able to happen if it was all bundled up and stayed under the mothership. I mean, I guess we wouldn't have had that Lucent, in addition to Bell Labs and all that kind of stuff, and all the innovation that all these things did individually, that if you add it up, probably wouldn't have happened if it stayed at one mothership. But customers like not having to think about certain things, right? Even small business don't want to think about certain things because it's not core to their business. They just want it to be, they just know they need it and they want it done. And I think that's it's a hard trade-off for these small businesses, or for any big companies. At least enterprise have the resources to do some of this stuff, but small businesses, they don't. Not only do they not have all the resources, I don't think they want it. They want to be able to concentrate on their own little thing, and it's hard for them to be able to take on all this stuff.
Nah, I think small businesses like choice. They want to be able to have choice. I don't think that it's so monolithic that, okay, it's all under one roof and we love it. No, that's at least not the small businesses I talk to.
I think you're right.
Nobody's champion. Yeah, I'm glad we only got one. I mean,
all right, but
it'd be lovely if Bing actually worked and people used it.
Yeah, but people have choice about using Amazon or not too, right? And you don't have to shop at Amazon. You don't have to have your business on Amazon.
Look,
chances are you aren't going to do a lot of business if you don't have your business on Amazon. But there's a choice there already, right?
But I mean, anything that gets close to being decent or a threat to Google, they buy it and suck it up. Some of it they might use, some of it you might not ever see again. And I've seen a lot of great small business tools go that route with Google.
You can say that about almost all the major players.
Well, there you go. And
yeah,
the bigger they get, the worse it gets.
Look, I have a hard time really poking holes in any of this, but Brent, I would say one thing, which is I think there's a middle ground between being completely ignorant of how these services work and reading every line of the terms of service. Like in the case of Google, in the case of Google, in the case of Google Gemini, for example, I didn't read the terms of service entirely, but before I played around with it, I did a little research, and it took me about a minute to figure out from web searches that on Google, by the way, which is ironic, that I could turn off a crucial setting inside of Gemini, which does not allow them to do human reviews of the interactions that I'm having with it, right? So that's kind of an important setting. So a lot of times it's not so much about the terms of service, but it is about getting to know a little bit what the default settings are in your applications and stuff. And I would say to small business owners, if you can't be bothered to do that, then get off the web.
All right, John. I got to go back at you though. Are you consider? I just want to ask one quick question, and I'll tell you. Do you consider yourself to be the average person when it comes to looking through this stuff? Do you think?
Not at all.
That's
but I take it way further than most. But I'm just saying that learning how to check the settings on your app is something people can learn. That's all.
It would help. But here's the thing, guys. Guess what? AI is here for you.
Uh-oh.
So take
of course.
everything that is on that page, copy it, throw it into ChatGPT, ask ChatGPT, what should I know about this? What are some settings I could have? What are some defaults? And it'll
should I trust
start
Google?
spitting it out.
I love that. Let's ask OpenAI's ChatGPT if we can trust Google and see. What
Oh
it
my
says.
gosh, that's a good question.
Yeah.
That's
What do you think the odds are it's going to say you shouldn't trust that?
it'll probably give you some kind of
it'll be like, well, there are a lot of great alternatives to Gemini if you would like to explore them. Yeah, you're right. You can feed the terms. That would be hilarious to feed Google's terms.
Oh no, I've done it. I did it just recently with Amazon. It was very eye-opening.
But I'm saying do it to Google's own bot. It'd be awesome. Like take Google's terms of service, feed it to the bot, and be like, "What do you think of your terms of service?"
Oh, that would be interesting.
That's a good.
Yeah, they'd be like, "Where are the risks here for me in the terms of service that I just agreed to?"
Oh, you know what? And then use Google Notebook to have it read back, so you could just have a podcast of them reading back the results of that analysis, is what like that.
John, I think John Lawson. I think he made a really interesting point around, like, to what extent do small businesses want choice versus like the ease that comes from like being on the same platform with data and stuff like that. I think that's really interesting. I don't know that everyone's the same. But I think that's really interesting.
I'm guessing it's like the Pareto, the 80-20. I'm guessing most small businesses would love to have a platform that makes it easy for them to do things that's affordable, of course, that they don't have to think about certain things because they'd rather focus on their core business, which, and it's pretty logical when you think about it. But what you're giving up,
I think we're waking up to what we're giving up.
Are you really?
I think so. I think more and more, well, maybe not, because we just talked about privacy recently, and people are ready.
They don't care about privacy.
Yeah. So maybe I'll take that back. I don't know. We're just as dumb as we've always been.
But they are mad when the algorithm gets changed. So there is people go crazy because, I mean, I know one business in particular, they lost like 80% of their traffic overnight just from one change.
Yeah, and I mean, there's nothing you can do fast.
And that's got to drive you crazy if your business really is truly that dependent on a platform with some algorithms. That wouldn't that be enough? All right, so the privacy thing doesn't move the needle, but does the algorithmic change move the needle to a point where we actually see behavioral changes in how a small business does things and operates?
It does for me.
Yeah. I think it does once it happens to you.
You know what's interesting is that there's really only two roads to take if you want to minimize the risk of being deplatformed by the algorithm. One is the one I described, which is the one I like, which is earn trust with your customers and earn their data and have protection against that, build subscription audiences. But there is a second one, the more treacherous path, which is become a celebrity influencer. Because if you become a celebrity influencer and they take away your platform, you just move to another platform and it's awesome, baby. I'm on TikTok. I mean, guys, we can just move to TikTok, man. This is gonna be awesome.
There you go, Brent.
I feel a little ill at this point.
I think that's what I'm gonna do.
So my advice to small businesses is become influencers, man.
Yeah. Become an influencer.
Well, John, it's been nice having you.
Hey guys, I'll let you get back to your regular scheduled programming, but it's always
no. Thanks for joining us, man. This was great.
Thanks for coming in.
You brought a lot of interesting things, including Earth, Wind, and Fire. So you can never go wrong with that, man.
And congrats on having the best banter of any two show hosts on the LinkedIn, man. You guys have it, so just keep it up, man.
Wait, hold on. Only one of us.
Yeah, I was waiting for
There is the other one. Okay. All right.
Later.
For the banter, guys. Thanks, man. Enjoy Vegas and CCE.
CCE.
That's a conference out there by our buddy Ray Wong that he's been doing for 11 years. I think it's 11th or 12th. I don't know. Yeah, out in Half Moon Bay. It's a really great place to do it's the Four Seasons in Half Moon Bay. Right. You can see the Pacific Ocean right there, right outside of your window. It is a beautiful location.
Right on the water.
Hey, look who it is. She went from being a full-fledged member to a lurker, and now she's back. Isn't that your cousin? Yeah, isn't that your cousin? Yeah. I almost forgot that she was like Ken. I haven't seen her. Good to see you. Yeah, John is always good. Very informative. That's why we call him the Brohammer.
Awesome.
I don't know if that is or not, but I just
don't know where. You should have asked him where that came from.
Oh, I know where it came from. It came from the venerable Paul Greenberg. I don't know why he started that, but I like it. We all like it. I think John likes it.
Y'all got all kind of nicknames. Yeah.
Look, man. Look,
definitely getting rid of mine.
Look, the man who calls himself Colder Ice.
Nah, I'm getting rid of that. But yes,
Lisa. Let's ask Lisa.
That's not up for bid.
We're asking your cousin Lisa. Cousin Lisa. Oh, she's got her granddaughter with her. Okay. All right. We give you a little. Okay.
Oh, wow. Really? Congrats. Hey, I just bought a ticket. I'm coming up there.
Where's she? In West Virginia?
I think so. Yeah. Coming up to Charleston. I got to go see my auntie.
Auntie. While you're here with us today, Lisa and granddaughter, your boy, your cuz, is talking about dropping Colder Ice and renaming himself something else.
I didn't say I was going to rename myself.
I thought you said you're going to rebrand or something.
You're rebranding.
You're coming out with something new.
I got a new company, so I can't be branding the old one. That would be smart, would it?
So, do you think it's smart for him to just completely abandon the name that most of us knew him by for like the last 20 years to come up with some newfangled something?
My regular name, John Lawson.
Yeah, nobody cares about that.
Nobody cares. Huh?
Colder Ice stood out. John Lawson. There's like a lot of John Lawsons.
Yeah, I know.
There's even a guy on TV, a black guy on TV that does
Jonathan. He is Jonathan Lawson.
That's just a longer form of John. That's all that is.
Jonathan Lawson.
By the way, she's telling you where she lives, man.
I'm down the street from Marty. Yep. Okay. Cool.
All right.
So,
Lisa, do you think he should keep using Colder Ice, or do you think he should drop it and become the nondescript John Lawson
again?
1,000 other people are named.
That's not what.
Oh, Lisa, you're just kissing up at this
point. What did she say? What'd she say?
He's being innovative.
Exactly. Thank you.
Ain't nothing innovative about a name change.
Oh my gosh.
Not a darn thing.
Oh my gosh. Prince did it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And your point is?
Prince did it.
Yeah, and you are not Prince.
No.
You're not even a Duke.
Oh.
You may be like
crushing me.
You might be like Friar Tuck or something. I don't know.
Shut up. That's so crushing. No, I am not Prince.
Nobody is.
It's the truth.
Nobody is.
It's the truth, Ruth. You know what I mean?
So So cousin Lisa seems to be. Oh wow! Drop the old name and keep it fresh.
That's right.
Lisa,
right on.
Lisa, I think I hear one of your grandchildren calling.
Yeah. Oh, you want me to keep the name? Is that what you're trying to do?
No, she said she was. Yeah, I'm
talking about you.
I like it because it took me that long to get used to it.
You know what? I think what we need to probably do is I'm gonna have to put.
Oh, please wait a minute! I just got to make sure I understand. You calling Lisa? Are you calling John Lawson your Prince? I just need a little qualification. I just need a little qualification before I go off. That's all I'm saying.
What's the problem, Brent? What is the problem?
There's too many problems. We only got 9 minutes to go.
You got so much pent up anger. Oh my God.
It's called growth.
Oh my God.
Yeah, so it's like the growth on the back of your neck.
Oh my God.
What
kind of growth do you have on the back? Hey, look what I just found. I don't know if you noticed. I've been cleaning out this drawer.
It looks nicer in your room, by the way.
Oh, my room?
I don't know. Is it the same webcam? Are you using because it's
different webcam?
Okay, it looks better. That's what I mean.
Oh wow, you finally noticed. Dang. Well, look what I just found.
What? I'm not seeing it. A flip phone. Woo! Is that one of those motos?
It's the Motorola Moto.
Oh,
Hello.
what did you go excavation hunting or?
What
was
happened
the
to be
dig?
sitting in this drawer sitting over here?
It looks nice and clean though. I will
It
say
is. It is totally clean, and it's purple. It was the purple one.
nice. Did you get that purposely?
Prince color. Yeah, of course. I was Prince color. Give me a
Okay.
break. Yes.
Oh,
Absolutely.
thanks, Lisa. Thanks. I missed you too, but we understand. You know, granddaughters and grandchildren come first.
Yes, that's true. We have to let that go.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm going to do with this phone? I'm going to give it to my mom. That's the only phone you need. I'm going to get this.
Wait, does she have an iPhone?
Yes.
Don't do that to you.
Oh, man. She don't know how to use it.
No. Do flip phones even work anymore?
I wonder. Why wouldn't it? You know what? Actually, there are kids today that are trading in.
Have a great weekend, Lisa.
They're trading in their, phones for regular.
Oh, really?
Phones. Yeah.
Oh,
they're kind of,
Is it retro now to have a flip phone?
They're deconnecting.
Really?
Yeah. So it's like, let's get rid of the smart devices.
So Gen Z is deconnecting?
Some of them.
Wow.
Absolutely.
That's
Isn't that crazy?
Interesting.
Yeah, that's kind of crazy. We have to pull it up for the next show.
Yeah, I want to
do some research on that.
You got some nieces and nephews that are Gen Z. Are any of them doing that?
I have no idea. I have to ask my niece, man. But she's like 19 years old now. She grown.
Yeah, but she's Gen
grown.
Z. Is she in college?
She is in college.
Ah.
Yeah, she's in college, doing well.
Very good.
Yeah, I know. I'm so happy. I just miss her. I really do miss her.
But she's local college, right?
No. She's she's what, 2 hours away? 2
Where?
Augusta.
Oh, she's going to school out at Augusta. What?
Yeah.
Augusta State?
No, it's not. It's a art school.
Oh, okay.
I don't know what it is. Name of it. I don't remember the name of it.
Very cool.
But yeah, I know. It's kind of fun, man. It's kind of fun.
Yeah.
It is what it is, man. Are your nephews in school? Or are they out of school?
Well, they're too old, but
that's what I was about to say, man.
Well, my oldest nephew is actually in med school, so.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, he's getting ready. I think he's getting ready to start his third year, something like that.
That's crazy. Med school.
Yeah, well,
Dang.
you know who his uncle is, so he's got some smarts from
I thought some other, lineage that we're missing here.
No, not really.
Yeah, I think that's not enough.
I think that sums it up.
I think that's not enough. But that's okay. That's okay, my brother.
Anyway, so if you were to choose one company that should be broken up today out of all the companies, so it would be Google? Is that what you're telling me?
No, I was going to see if it's going to.
No, your webcam is not that good. Oh, wait, there, you finally got it. It took about all right, you got it.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
So, did you see what it says? I think I might have to keep it. Look at it. See what it says.
I just saw the big Google thing. Let's see if it.
Let's see it. Come on,
it
one
keeps
more
pulsing.
One more time.
Stop the pulsing. Profiles, google.com. Oh, yeah. You're going to have to get a new one.
That's a long time ago, bro.
Well, when you rebrand, that's all the stuff.
That's like way long time ago. Anyway, I'm going through all kind of memories. See, this is a business card.
eBay.
It's an eBay business card for platinum.
I know that's old.
When I became a platinum.
Yeah, but can you answer the question?
What'd you ask? I'm sorry.
Does wireless billing get you paid?
Oh, you said all of them of all the right. Of all the companies, Amazon.
So that would be
of all the companies, Amazon.
Okay, why Amazon over all the others?
I mean, because Amazon, in my opinion, has a lot of purchasing data that I think is very.
Doesn't Walmart have a lot of purchasing data though?
Yeah, only if you sign up for their Walmart stuff, But I don't know.
But wouldn't that be the same? How
Amazon? I don't. I mean, when you talk about trust, that's one company I just don't trust.
Amazon.
Yeah, I don't trust them.
But you used to trust them at one point.
No, I never trusted him. I never have. I mean, you know, sometimes you have to sleep with the devil, but that's just, you know.
Why? What was the main reason why you could never trust them?
I mean, I know a lot of the stories, you know, so I know a lot of people that have had their businesses disrupted, shut down, nefarious things done to them, not by necessarily Amazon, but not having the ability to have someone to take your grievances to, you know, because Amazon is run by computers, and that's why I don't trust it.
Jeez. So, I mean, so basically what Amazon has been doing all along, other people and companies are just getting the ability to do.
Yeah, I think Amazon's definitely been the leader when it came to automation, AI intelligence.
Yeah, using data.
One of those, yeah, using data. Now, don't get me wrong, though. I mean, of course, Google has too.
Oh yeah,
but I don't.
You know what though? It seems like it's so. Those companies, I would say, those are the two companies, right?
Yeah.
But one is doing it from a transactional purchasing, you know, that aspect. But then Google, what we search for, what's in our emails, what we watch on YouTube. They're capturing like between everything. The two of them, they've got it all basically.
Right, and they got location data.
Yeah.
You know, so that I think
real time.
Because
we think about Amazon shipping and delivery.
Oh no, I'm talking about Google on that one.
Well, I'm talking about Amazon gets real time. So when they're out for delivery, you can actually see, you know, where you are in the queue and how they're driving. So they got all that too. I mean, they got our home. I mean, they both got our home to a certain.
Yeah, I mean, do you have like Google Maps turned on where it tells you where you've been, and it can tell you all the places you've been?
I don't like that.
Yeah, I mean, like, here's the deal: when you turn it on, it'll give you all the places you've been. See, not all the places you're about to be been.
Yeah.
As soon as you turn it on, it'll be like, okay, here's where you were 5 years ago.
Yeah, I don't like.
So they've been keeping the data.
Yeah.
So,
I do not like that. I don't need that. I don't need anybody knowing all that.
They already do. If you got, well, yeah, of course you got an Apple, so maybe it's not as bad.
So as an Android, it automatically comes with. Wow.
Yeah, I mean, because you know, that's how Google Maps works.
It's Google Maps. Google also knows exactly where our houses are with that Google. What's that thing called? Where it has pictures of our houses.
Oh, yeah. What was that? It was part of Maps, but
yeah, it was part. But didn't they have to get rid of something? Or
I think they made it so that you could opt out of your house. So you could make your house blurred on the street views.
Did you just turn your camera off?
Oh, my battery just died.
Oh my God. Well, folks, that's a sure sign that it's time for this episode to end. Your boy.
Why you say that?
Well, I don't want to stare at this blank picture.
Well, you don't have to.
Your camera isn't working.
I know, but hang on a second. I'm just gonna switch it.
Talking to like an orb.
Speaking of orbs, maybe it's EOS. Is that it? Did that come back on? No, that's not it. That's Sony camera.
Told you to get new equipment.
Oh, there it is.
Okay. Your battery drained on you or something.
What happened? Did I come back yet?
No, it's just your voice.
What?
It's
just my voice. It's just my hollowed voice.
It's like Hal from 2001.
Is that freaking you out?
Yeah, it's weird because every time you say something, the thing starts like throbbing. You know, that's kind of weird.
I wonder. Oh,
there you are.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, go back to the other thing.
I can't because the other cameras. Oh, you want the black screen?
I think I like the black.
Leave me alone.
Anyway, interesting. I love the fact that the Brohammer came on, gave us a few things to think about. Good stuff, and then this whole conversation, we're going to be having this from time to time because I think the feds are going to do something at some point.
Yeah, they're going to do something at some point, and with both of them. I think both of them have it in their rearview mirror that the feds are coming. The feds are coming.
And they probably both have already been working on what they.
Oh yeah, they have. They have. They're not crazy. They know.
They're definitely not stupid.
They know. They're not Diddy.
There are no freakouts going.
No, it's like he didn't know they were coming. Oh,
what an idiot! You're right. Well,
come on.
Or is it idiocy or is it arrogance?
It's arrogance.
Yeah, that they actually think they can get away with it.
Yep.
Maybe some people can.
Yeah, and some people are.
Some people have
president about it.
Some people have.
That's right. Some people will.
But that was your wake up call, Diddy. Guess what? You ain't that one.
No, you are going to be the one. That's the one that they're going to sacrifice.
Yeah, well, it is what it is.
It is what it is.
I will shed no tears.
Zero. All this stuff coming out. I don't even want to talk to you about it.
All right. So next Friday is going to be the last Friday before Showtime.
Wow. Can't wait. So we're going to have a very special episode next Friday.
It's going down next Friday.
All right. Next Friday, we'll have a very special episode.
Until then,
we're going to talk about all the things that I've been avoiding.
Oh, God. It's going to be one of those.
Yep. It's the air of grievances.
Oh.
That's the show. Look what I found. Oh, my God.
Yeah. Dang. While he's done excavating his office there. Oh, my God. What is that? A Nolex?
No, that's the actual Lexi.
What?
Yeah.
You just got Rolexes sitting around in storage?
I wondered where it went.
Damn. See, folks,
because I stopped wearing watches. So
this is what happens when you have too much money.
No, that's not the truth.
You be rolling around with Rolexes you didn't know you had.
I knew I had it.
All that kind of stuff.
I didn't know where it was.
Well, now you know.
Now I found it. I'm so happy.
Well, you enjoy yourself and have a happy weekend. And,
you too, man.
We will see y'all next week because it's the last weekend. It might be the last weekend forever.
Oh my God.
So we will see you then.
Wow. All right, guys. Peace.